Welcome to Center of Light. Clarion call, y'all.
Access granted.
All right. I got one more for you. Check it out. It's actually on point.
Go where no man has gone before.
That is for sure. We are at where no man has ever gone before. Welcome to Center of Light, Love. Hello, Linda. Hello, Dana. Hello, Sandy. Hello, Angela. Sandy Hunt. I just said Sandy Hunt. She gets double bump. Ames Archer. What's up, Ames? Rena. I hope you had a wonderful birthday, Rena. Bruce Love. Carolyn Renando. Debbie. Hi, Debbie. I'm sending love and light to Debbie. She said she had a sciatic nerve flare-up on her right side. We're going to vessel some energy that way. Everybody just close your eyes for a moment. Take a breath. See it as happy, whole, and complete. Send it to her. It's done. Thank you. Hi, Debbie. Hello, Kelly. Abulita. Bob Moat, childhood friend. Kaya Leonard. Judy Reed. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Center of Light. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Center of Light Love, a message from the divine about the coronavirus. How can this be unconditional love, Keith? You will see. Maybe we have an erroneous idea of what unconditional love is actually. So factually, I have no doubt I'm going to deliver. I have no doubt in this incarnation of God on the earth today. That's going to tell us a lot of what we already know. But imbued in what you already know that he's going to tell you about is other things just by being in the presence. Be physically here, but he's physically here. When we understand who walks beside us at all moments, we will never be afraid again, which is really his message that I'm going to be imparting to you, sharing with you tonight on Center of Light Love, message from the divine about the Rona. I'm asking anyone within the distance of my voice, I'm done with coronavirus. Doesn't mean I'm not going to pay attention and pay heed and play the game correctly. Please do not send my inbox. Please, dear Lord, for all the Lord of all that's good, please do not send my inbox any more coronavirus stuff about healing, about conspiracy theory, 5G. I love conspiracy theory. This is not the time for that. Please, just don't send me any coronavirus stuff. I know as much as you do. If not, maybe more, because I'm always on point. I hope you're doing the same. I'm always following the rabbit into the hole, seeing what resonates with my soul. Young or old, as good as gold, I'm in it to win it, just like everybody else. Please stop sending things to my inbox. Swamji is going to bring us out of conspiracy theory by bringing us into a state of center of light. You are the center of light. Love. Love, love, love. And I don't mean, come here, baby. Give me some sugar. That is included, but it's greater than that. It's much deeper than that. It's basically the divine lover saying, come over here, baby. Let me give you some sugar. Okay. Center of light love, message from the divine about the Rona. Hello, Steve Stone. Hello, Lewis. So I want to share with you these prayers I said I was going to open up with. Also, this in the forum that I'm going to hit again. The very first link in this lot is I am doing counseling. I don't like the word readings, but if that word readings makes you feel warm and fuzzy for guidance, then use it. The very first link takes you to a page. You just choose your time slot. That easy. Half hour. Boom. That easy. It's all there. Very simple. 1, 2, 3. I love it. Carolyn Renando gets a chugo. I just love her, what she just did. She said, I bet you do get a lot of mail with 3,500 friends. Well, I gave you a sugar because I thought you can still have it, if that means anything at all. It's because 3,500 is a number I need to reach to become New York Times bestseller. So if you see in my posts, you always see 3,500. So that's what I thought Carolyn was doing. But I love the synchronicity. She says, I bet you get a lot of email with 3,500 friends. I get some email, I do. I get a lot in my inbox, and I'll tell you what I get. Hello, Tammy Toops. Hello, Carmen Shasha. What I get mostly are people wanting to share their heart, their spirituality, and what means something to them. Basically, someone may want to send me something about health food, and they want to, and I use this word in all humility, they want to impress me. So that means I'm doing my job as to want someone would feel humble that way by the work I do. And in turn, I am equally humbled, and I give them their attention. And I give myself my attention by giving them their attention. And I follow what they send me. And I will respond to them accordingly with a thumbs up or thank you very much for sending, which basically means I don't agree. Or a heart because I just truly love it. This is mostly what I get when people want to share with me something that is magnanimously beautiful for them. I love it. Please keep doing that. No cray Rona. I don't want any more. As we move into tonight's presentation, I said in the recent past I was going to start opening up Center of Light with 2 prayers. But before the prayer, while I go down my list of options, check this out, what I just posted. The Center of Light 2020 Shuffle. Sing along, y'all. The snake is going to get deeper. The piece is going to get greater. You can be a lover or either you could be a hater. And there is the definition of Yanava, which you see right here. These 3 letters, Yanava. Hello, Ricky Vito came in right on time. The V. Ya is heart, God, will. Na is mind, intellect, discernment, reason, clarity. Va is the backbone, taking right action. What is right or wrong? That's not what right action is about. Right action is about being in balance, being right with yourself, being righted, to right yourself. As we move further down, you are on an infinite journey to nowhere. Take that in. There is such powerful wisdom in that very simple idea. We're all on an infinite journey to absolutely nowhere. Create a little space in between nowhere, and now you get now here. It's only a matter of space. Okay? We are all on an absolute infinite journey to nowhere. This is very, very important. I'm asking you to listen very carefully. As time goes by, it will require everyone to stay on top of their game. This is not a joke. I bet you never thought, and maybe you did, maybe when you got even older, that such things, the prophecy or revelation might happen even shortly after you pass. I bet you never thought it'd come to this, did you? Hello, Chris Sidlowski. As time goes by, it will require everyone to stay on top of their game. This is not a joke. We're speaking purification here. Everything will be required from you. Everything will be required from you. We had the, the baby boomers. And then we had Generation X. Then we got the millennials. And I'm vesseling now, what is coming now is the infinials. The infinials are next. The infinials are next. Spirit said, you want a label to call the next wave of beings that's going to last for at least 100 years. A few presentations ago, I spoke about millennials, and then I followed it with centennials, which means 100. So these infinials, who are truly going to be stomping in the ground of the light, going to be blasting everyone with love, power, and might, are going to be called the infinials. We are not in lockdown. We are free. The world is in lockdown because you are not in lockdown as a sovereign, free spirit. But the world is being protected from its purge of its toxicity. Hello, Tamara. The world is being purged of its toxicity. And it's not the world. Well, the world meaning the planet, the ball of rock. We are the world. We are the world. We are the children. Because it's sick. Now the mother, Gaia, is healing, and so are her children. Here are the two prayers I said I would open up with. Please feel free to echo. One we are. We are all one. One family, only one family. By the way, this is what is going to heal the world. One family, only one family. We are all only one family. You, I, he, she, this, that, and all. We're all universal family. Whatever the religion may be, whatever the race may be, whatever the nation may be, whatever the language may be, we are all human beings. We are all human family. Let us unite in the name of humanity. Let us unite for peace and prosperity. Let us unite for ourselves and for all. Let us unite for our Mother Earth and the universe. Unity makes us strong and peaceful. Unity brings us bliss and prosperity. If we unite, we can make miracles. If we unite, we can throw away poverty. If we unite, we can make the earth a heaven. If we unite, we can bring the Lord to the earth. The Lord, listen to me very carefully. There's a big misunderstanding, a big misnomer. In fact, it's flat out ignorance. Take that how you want. The Lord is not a person. The Lord shows up as people so that we can finally begin to understand how the divine walks, talks, acts, and behaves, which is always in a state of grace, always in a state of acceptance, allowance, appreciation, always in a state of peace, always in a state of love. So it shows up as a human being so that we can understand that. That's not what awaken the Lord upon the earth means. Awaken the Lord upon the earth means to awaken by our very call, the clarion call back to our divine parent, to make it apparent that we see your movement throughout all of life. Pow! The love of God enfolds me. The light of God surrounds me. The power of God protects me. The presence of God watches over me. This is part of Swamiji's discourse you're going to hear in a bit. Where I am, God is. Hello, Patricia. Beautiful Patricia. If Richard's next to you, punch him in his leg. Give him a kiss on his knuckle forehead and tell him I love him. A message from Swamiji. I'm going to play you a video shortly that I received today from Swamiji. God on earth. Yes, God on earth. That was intentional. He said this the other day. The entire world is not on lockdown. Everything is not on lockdown. Sunrise is not locked down. Love is not locked down. Family time is not locked down. Kindness is not locked down. Creativity, learning, conversation, imagining is not locked down. Reading, relationship, praying is not locked down. Meditation is not locked down. Sleeping is not locked down. Work from home is not locked down. Hope is not locked down. Cherish what you have. Lockdown is an opportunity to do what you've always wanted to do. Om Sri Sai Ram Guru Devadatta. That's his divine, holy, sacred name. Paramahansa Yogananda says, when the earth becomes very heavy with disease and evil, these etheric disturbances cause the world to give way to earthquakes, floods, and other calamities. The good and bad karmic conditions created by man determine and influence the climate, our atmosphere, our ambiance. They affect the wind and the ocean, even the very structure of the earth, sometimes causing earthquakes. All the hatred, the anger, the evil we send out into the world, and the agony and rebellion they cause, all these are disturbing the magnetic force of the earth like static in the ether. Listen to me very carefully. I want to empower you to understand something beyond your current way of seeing things. The person I'm going to show you now, who's no longer here, that this came from, what I just read, Paramahansa Yogananda. He is the one responsible for bringing yoga to the world. So I don't mean because you want tight abs and a nice bun. Yoga means unity with God, because you create an open channeled self for the Holy Spirit, if you will, the divine, to come in and seat itself. When this man passed away, get on Netflix and look up Awaken. When he passed away, he told those nearest him, his disciples, look at his eyes. He told his disciples, tomorrow I am leaving. Where are you going? He said, see you later, alligator. When he passed away, the next day they found him. They did not embalm his body. He exuded the scent of roses for 29 days. I say it to you this way, very emphatically and passionately, yet sincerely and dearly to my heart, because all these superheroes we see in DC Comics and Marvel, these beings embody that. Jesus embodied that. And they call us brother, and they want us to illuminate together with them so that we can become the prophecy fulfilled, heaven on earth. In fact, many people are living that now. Many people are in their joy. Many people are jacking around. And it's okay. Equally, we're all loved beyond measure. So as I continue forth, I want to say hello, everyone. I'm going to take a very small pause. And when I come back, I'm going to play you the video of Swamiji. Sri Sri Sri, Bhagavan Sri Sri Sri, Viswayogi Viswamiji Maharaj. Again, you're going to hear things that are very familiar to you about the coronavirus. Get beyond the dialogue. Fall into the trilogue. That which is beyond what you understand. You will understand. He's actually, believe it or not, speaking very clearly in his English, which usually it can be tough because you have to listen with your heart. But even though you will understand him more so now tonight than you have in the recent past, listen beyond that. Watch him take in Shaktipat as he holds his hand up and speaks to you and deliver from the throne. And I don't mean because of the chair he's sitting on. I'm talking about where this energy from inside this man dwells. Take it in. Be with it. It'll protect you. It will guide you. Just be in it to win it. Okay? So when I get back, I'm going to play this video by Swamiji that I got today about coronavirus. Listen with your heart. I'll see you shortly. And what more appropriate song than from Lavender Soul? Angel of Love, will you always be with me so I can let go? Reveal to me the beauty of your soul. I turned away, her light was so blinding, the energy of her love. She said goodbye and turned into a dove. Welcome to Center of Light Love, message from the divine about the coronavirus. It's time to step it up. It's not going to get easier. Sounds like doom and gloom. Okay, if that's how you receive it, then it's fine. You understand doom and gloom, don't you? Creates a fire in the ass. It means it's time to get busy. Okay. Angel of love. Everyone needs a hug. We're so separated from each other, but we're not. We're used to that human touch. But where has our spiritual to each other touch have gone? If we have not, quote, lost it, we can be in a Himalayan cave in a state of samadhi and be completely joyful and blissful. But when they do let us out of this cave, this isolation cave, hello, Clark Cotton, my beautiful friend, we're going to be crazy on some loving on some people. Lavender Soul, Angel of Love, going to be right back. I'm going to read you a message from Swamji, the universal Lord on earth. See you shortly. Peace. Share this everywhere. What else do you have to do? Change the world. Change yourself. Change the world.
She turned to me and told me life was not too easy unless you can let go. I lay surprised at the simpleness of her soul. Wasting away in a sea of uncertainty. She had stayed with me for days. I needed love in so many different ways. And as I watched, she floated through the room. And as I cried, she was there to dry them too. Hold me and don't let go. Hold me. Never leave. Never leave. Angel of love, will you always be with me so I can let go? Reveal to me the beauty of your soul. I turned away, her light was so blinding, the energy of her love. She said goodbye and turned into a dove. And as I watched, she floated through the room. And as I cried, she was there to dry them too. Hold me and don't let go. Hold me. Never leave. unless you can let go. Reveal to me the beauty of your soul.
Access granted.
Go where no man has gone before.
It's all true. Welcome to Center of Light. CC asked the question, who's the artist? It's my spiritual original group. We've been writing a new album, but the world got a little cray-cray. The band is called Lavender Soul. I play it often in between switching from one mode of Keith to another mode of Keith. But that's what I do. If you're curious to know a little more, you can look it up on YouTube or contact me. I'll be glad to send you some links. So hopefully once this is all done, we can get back to writing some more music and creating another album at least. Center of Light Love. Hello, YouTube. My brother just called me, Jeff Toberman. He said he's going to be... Hello, Nicole. She's on YouTube. Thank you, dear. Jeff Toberman called me. I asked him if he wanted to be on the air. He said, nope. Hello, Angie Beavers. Tonight is Center of Light Love, Unconditional Love. Oh my God, with all this going on, how could God possibly love me? Good question. I'm going to tell you the answer. The answer already lies within you as to when I share something with you and it strikes a chord. It's all physics. It's all easy. Check it out. You already know. I'm not really telling you anything you don't know. When I share something, you go, ah, that makes sense. Well, then why does it make sense? Because it made sense coming from within you. Or it strikes a chord. Ah, that's called aha. It's got my attention. What is that? It must be something because it's got my attention. So now that it has your attention, be it something I say, be it something anyone says, be it this or that, and we begin to resonate and strike the chord, the soul, the tines of the tuning fork back, when we strike back to answer the clarion call, we begin to become part of the harmonic of God. The harmony, the unity of God. There is no other way. There is no other way. You can call it this, you can call it that, you can do it this way, or you can do it that way. That's all part of the game. That's all part of what you choose. That's all part of what you individually, snowflake, resonate to. That's why you do what you do. People do what they do because they think it's right, even though it's not right according to other people's standards. What true right is being right within yourself, being righted, to be in a state of balance. I'm off balance, I'm off kilter, so I'm going to right myself. And you use the measurement stick of the peace level that you have within you. At any moment, you begin to apply any said teaching. It's called nobility. Than what you had the day before. Then you're in the path. Everything else is aftermath of God's wrath, which does not exist. Center of Light, Unconditional Love. Swamji is now going to tell you about the coronavirus. Thank you, Patricia. She said, lavender is awesome. So I'm shuffling He speaks with such a low volume. I'm going to have to do a little bit of input directing to get his volume up. So it may take not even 30 seconds. But so that's what has to happen. But I want to read something to you from the Divine Principle. This is not a sales pitch, but it is. Of my prophetic work that took me 8 passionate, diligent, blood, sweat, and years. Snot because I cried so much, and tears running down my face by the grace that I've lovingly placed myself in, because I wanted something that surpasses all understanding. And I've touched the girt. I've touched the garment. From the Divine Principle. Tonight's presentation is titled Center of Light Love, Message from the Divine Swamiji about the coronavirus. As I said earlier, how many of us heard scripture and go, all right, I get revelation at the end times where the world is kind of gloomy. It looks like some things could be going down. Then all of a sudden, you find yourself amidst. It's happening. What I want you to do right now, please, because Swamiji speaks with such a soft voice as to why I'm going to change the audio direction to try to make it louder. If you're using a phone, you got some time, get some headphones. I think you're going to hear it fine. If you think you're going to hear it fine because you have no heater or a central unit on, fine. Either way, you can always go back. Time marker, 35 minutes since this presentation started. You can always go there and listen to it again. If you're on a computer, you might want to turn it up a little bit. From the Divine Principle, my bestseller, Prophetic Testament of My Life, Your Life, Our Life. Chapter titled Unconditional Love. My dialogue with God one morning when I woke up was this. First thing I hear when I boot up my computer and fall into space, I hear, "Good morning, Keith. Why do you not solve the world's problems?" I ask Spirit. And in meditation, the answer, "Oh, I do address them, but not by waving my hand to remove them, for that would only negate my unconditional love, the love that allows everything to be just as it is." If I were to step in, and this is very, very crucial, that at least this paragraph, into what Swamiji is going to share with you. Spirit says, if I were to step in and immediately solve all the calamities that you have created, all actions, development, and evolution would stop. And if a greater need should arise, all of creation would collapse with its law of cause and effect in place. The solutions you seek will come about when everyone becomes willing to be stripped of all that is impure and to be rebuilt into conscious beings. Conscious beings. Only then will you be able to rise above your troubles. Give a man the knowledge to fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach him how to do it. The solutions you seek will come about when everyone becomes willing to be stripped of all that is impure and to be rebuilt into conscious beings. Only then will you be able to rise above your troubles and create a world of love, peace, and unity. The world is in its predicament not because of what God has made of man, but because of what man has made of himself. Hello, Kim Delaney. So I'm now going to play you the video of Swamiji. While I take this time to redirect my audio so you can get a louder experience, be able to hear him in his soft way, You got to use the bathroom, get a drink. This is going to last about 17 minutes. He's going to share with you many things you already know about the coronavirus. There is a deeper language happening within the empty space. Watch his eyes, watch his knowledge, watch his posture. Importantly, which contains all of that, is just simply watch his sitting there in his grace. That is the most important, powerful thing that I can share with you that will help you receive the nectar, the milk and honey of the divine. But he's going to share with you what you already know, but why it's happening, what we can do to change it. Keyword is unity. He's actually in his best attempt at English. Well, Keith, he's the divine. Why can't he just blurt it out? The law does not work that way. Maybe it's intended for us to want to squint with our hearing to show that you want something beyond all measure. So give me a moment. Let me redirect my audio. Welcome, Center of Light. Good to see you. This is a little tricky. There we go. It actually worked, I think. Let me check something. Can everybody still hear me okay? I'm asking this because the whole audio structure changes. Somebody send me an exclamation point. So I'm doing this to get Swamji's voice louder. Hello everyone, welcome to Center of Light. CC said, can't find it on YouTube. I will message. I must hear that again. You're blessed. We have 3 albums. I'll be more than happy to send you the CDs for a small fee, of course. I'm an artist. Hello, Albuta. Everybody's saying everything's good, so everybody can hear me fine. So now I'm going to give you the video of Swamji. If you trust me as to why you repeatedly hang out with me in this way. The Shaktipat, the experience, can you think how it would be, truly, and I mean this with all sincerity and respect. Let's say that a Christian person has their opportunity, even for a night's sleep, or as in a reality that he would come back. Somehow they could just be with their deity again. It's not really the deity they want to be with. They want to be with the deity because it reminds them, as I said earlier, it calls up within said person the beauty that they embody themselves. But the fact that there is such a powerful mirror of beauty on the earth in its gentle, graceful, unconditionally supporting, loving way says we should truly not take this opportunity for granted. Swamji Viswayogi. Let me see if I can get his name right. 9th incarnation on the earth. Bhagavan Sri 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 Viswayogi Viswamji Maharaj. What a beautiful experience. Let me find it. Here we go.
Dear divine souls, the whole human race is now facing a very dangerous situation, fighting with coronavirus, COVID-19. No medicine. Nobody knows what is the medicine for COVID-19, coronavirus. Everybody is telling prevention is only their advice, the doctors and scientists' advice. to the human race. So we have to try to prevent, we have to keep ourselves away from the virus. We should not give any scope to coronavirus to enter into our body. That is the only thing we have to do to keep ourselves safe from coronavirus. To keep ourselves safe from coronavirus, we have to keep ourselves away from coronavirus, keeping ourselves with some limits and limitations. First, don't be panic. No, danger may be there, but some danger, but it can't destroy the whole human race. He can't destroy so many people also. We have faced so many virus like Ebola, etc., etc. We have faced so many natural calamities, hurricanes, earthquakes, eruption of the volcano, fights between one country and another country, etc. But taking a lesson from that, we have become powerful, and we are trying to keep us in a peaceful condition also. So the whole human race is moving forward and forward. Don't worry, don't be panic seeing the serious conditions of the coronavirus in our country and in the world. So first, my advice, my appeal to each and every person on the earth in the world, listen to me carefully. First, increase self-confidence. Self-confidence is the best confidence. Keep yourself in self-discipline. Limits. You put yourself in some limits and limitations. Self-discipline is the best discipline. Self-control, and if we put ourselves in self-discipline, we can acquire self-control. Self-confidence, self-discipline, self-control. If we add with self-support and self-encouragement, we have to support ourselves, we have to encourage ourselves, and with having self-confidence firmly, have confidence in you and in the Lord. The Lord gave birth to me, so He will guide us, He will lead us, He will protect us. What's the main reason for this serious condition? We did not listen to the Lord's words. We have done some mistake. We went away from the limits of the nature. We interfered the nature. We should not interfere the nature. We have to do everything naturally, obeying the rules and regulations of the nature. So don't blame another persons or put full stop for blaming others. Unite. Uniting means not gathering lakhs and millions of the people at a particular place. Keep yourself in your home. Increase the self-confidence, self-discipline, self-control. Immunity. Increase the immunity in our body. It is the only medicine for coronavirus or any virus. If you have perfect immunity in our body, even though if some virus enters your body, you are not getting any disease and it can't do any harm to you. It cannot do any harm. That is the secret of success in our life. So tell your children to increase the immunity. Just like a karate boy, focusing the mind, purifying the mind and body, and increasing the willpower, confidence. A small lean boy also can split the ice bar. That is the secret of success in our life. So tell your children not to be panic. Let them increase self-confidence, self-discipline, and let them increase their knowledge. Fill your heart with love, fill your mind with peace, and spread love and peace wherever you go. I have been telling this for the last so many years. We should not interfere in the nature. So we have to use the intelligence given by the God, by the Lord, only for the welfare of the society, but not only for the construction of the society, but not for the destruction of the human race. So, we need not use any weapon to destroy coronavirus. We did not use any instrument also, medicine also, only immunity. Immunity is the medicine, immunity is the safeguarder for ourselves. Immunity is the medicine for the coronavirus. So increase immunity. Keep yourself draw a line around yourself and don't allow anybody to enter, cross that line, and you don't cross the line. In America, especially in America and in other countries, I like America very much. You are doing very good job, But don't think of the India. We are now in lockdown, but it is very difficult to bring lockdown in America, US, United States of America. United States of America is not a country, mind it. Think about it, what I am telling. It is a mini world. The people all from all the countries, they came and they are living in America. The intellectuals, especially intellectuals, the cream of the world, they are living in America. It is very difficult to take some kind of serious restrictions and rules there. So, first of all, you keep yourself strong, you keep yourself alone, you keep yourself in your houses, cut off all the contacts, clean yourself, your hands and your body. You are doing the same thing. Not only now, every day, 365 days in the year, you are keeping yourself clean, pure, and away from others. You don't interfere into your neighbor's work also. That good discipline, So in India, Narendra Modi and the Honorable Prime Minister of India and the Honorable President of USA and the Honorable Presidents and Prime Ministers and heads of all the countries and nations of the world, they are very good. They are doing very good job. They have to unite and they have to teach each and everyone to increase the immunity and to safeguard the whole human race. Immunity is the only medicine for coronavirus. I wish and bless everyone to increase and to improve the immunity, and you need not worry if you get any little fever, cold or cough, anything. You need not worry feeling that it is coronavirus. Normally, generally, any person can get cough, any person can get cold or fever. It is common. So you don't be panic. Don't confuse the mind. Don't confuse others' mind. Don't disturb your mind. Don't disturb and confuse your daily life programs. So, first, increase your confidence and trust your Guru and trust the Lord, the omnipotent God. I firmly telling, we will be free from the coronavirus and we will be happy. But think about the condition after the eradication of coronavirus. It will take so much of time to recover. After a cyclone, after a hurricane, after an earthquake, after any natural calamity, it takes only for a short time. But to come over that situation, to recover that situation, it will take a long time. With patience, listen to me carefully, with the patience, we have to bear something, and with self-confidence, self-discipline, we have to overcome the dangerous situation. Don't think it is a very danger. It is not a very great danger, but we have to take necessary steps. Don't argue with one another. Don't blame other persons. Think about yourself. Think about your family. Live with your family members happily in your house for some time, and everything will be clear. Clouds are coming, making raining heavily like a hurricane. After some time, all the clouds are going, sun is coming, giving light and heat and purifying the whole human race. The same way, the whole virus, the coronavirus, will be going away, diminishing them itself, and the whole human race will be protected, and we will be happy, and we will make the whole earth an abode of peace. Hearty divine blessings to each and every one in every country on the earth. I wish you grand success. I wish we must be free from the coronavirus. Within a short time, we will be happy. Sarve jana sukhino bhavantu, loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Let all the people be happy and healthy. Let the whole human race, let the whole universe will be in peaceful condition, healthy condition.
Welcome back to Center of Light. I got to make a couple of changes to go back to my other thing. One moment. I had to do that to get Swamji's voice up. Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Let me run down some bullet points, if I may. Wash your hands. It doesn't mean because of the coronavirus. It does mean that. But it really doesn't mean because of the coronavirus. Wash your friggin' hands. It does mean get in the sink and say, dear Lord, cleanse me. And I'm using this as a metaphor to have that which is beyond my understanding. He said 365 days a year. He doesn't mean wash your hands. He means scrub your mind to reach your soul. He kept using the word unity. That's the cure. Unity is the cure. He said immunity, and he also said community. Unity is the cure. Because right now it ain't black, white, Hispanic, yellow, purple, green, plaid, checkerboard. All these knuckleheads, these think tanks are trying to get together to solve this problem. But the problem that still persists is, though right now everybody's kind of like on chill, they're not so racist or anti this and anti that, it doesn't mean that residual energy is not lying dormant. It means you just put it at bay for a little while so you can collect yourself from the blow that you just had to your solar plexus, your nuts, your guts, or a chop to your throat, or a punch in your face. That's the work that's coming. As I was going to say earlier that I posted, what's happening? Everything he said in his sharing, this is a forced time. We're being forced to develop. He said, willpower, use it. Come together, yanava, be aligned with yourself. Shh. Plant yourself. He said, storms will come, but be silent. Let them be the storm, you be the calm, and influence the field. He said, be silent. He also said, don't blame other people. Don't blame those who created it. Don't blame people for eating monkeys and bats, because whether either one of them are true or something that we don't know about, maybe it's extraterrestrials, who knows? Woo! It's all irrelevant. The fact is we are in this. That takes all precedence, protocol, understanding, and deserves its attention. He said, if we truly think, things very soon will become clear. Things will be clear. All these self-disciplines. What I was going to say a moment ago, I did say that everything is here. This is all truly grace. He said, develop your confidence. Which means he didn't say don't follow the game, don't play the game, wash your hands, quarantine. It's not what he said. It applies to everyone. He's saying just play the game for the sake of the game, but in it, be yourself as you were a month ago with that same kind of boisterous, powerful confidence that life is grand. I may have some troubles, but at least I'm not facing a virus. The virus and the infection truly is the lack of confidence that we lost in our ability to stand erect in the va, using the ya as the willpower, and the na, the mind, to be so clear to go, it's just a storm that I was told that was coming. I am Peter the Rock. I am not in lockdown. My spirit is free. Dear Lord, I am so grateful that just moved through me. Just live your life. Play the game, and you're safe. Play the game. If you don't trust your surroundings, wash your hands often. Keep alcohol everywhere you go. Play the game. There's a game being played. One has been ensued. It's no longer about suing everybody who you think has misled you. Listen, trust me. I love you. When you see coronavirus on your screen and it's just the same old yammering, ignore it. In fact, not unfriend, just unfollow the person. Because you want to bring it to your experience only. Well, Keith, that sounds like I'm shutting off the world. Exactly. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to shut the world off. In fact, the world's dead. So anytime it wants to vomit and regurgitate, with something that we are late for the party about, it's dead. It's old. So you can check in with you people when you feel prompted or intuitive to do so. But to have it just regurgitate, don't take ibuprofen, don't take blah, blah, blah. Yes, we all like information, but your spirit will say, go look for this, because naturally you have an inquisitiveness and a curiosity about you, about such things in the first place. So you don't need other slants and other opinions slamming it into your consciousness when this time is about being completely conscious. We are being forced to develop patience, endurance, willpower, unity, tolerance, this, that. In other words, this is not, you go ahead and do these things while you can't move about your comfortable life that you think you just lost. This is about grace is being imposed, infused, incorporated into all of our lives. Truly saying, not, well, you can take it or leave it. It's saying, I'm saying I love you beyond measure, so much so that I'm making it blatantly obvious by saying, take this time to practice, experience, implement these very simple fundamentals. Fun, keyword, mentals is what's happening. So for those who turn away to it because it doesn't follow a doctrine, it's okay. You will repeat this cycle lovingly and beautifully over and over again. Unity in any form, community or immunity. Unity in any form means a oneness about a said or said things. Don't worry about your job. You're being forced into a higher level of advancement. Many of you are shifting. I can sit here and look in this room and say, wow, these people just... I just have to. Why? Because I'm having fun.
Go where no man has gone before.
Access granted.
This is where we are. Welcome to Center of Light Love. Divine message about the coronavirus. For those who are just arriving, you can go back to ...20 minutes. Let's see. 40 minutes into this presentation. Time marker. 40 minutes into this presentation. And just let it go. Shortly you will see a delivery of grace saying you are loved beyond measure by this holy man who is on the earth today, because that's what he is. That's what he does. He is grace personified. Omnipresently. He is grace omnipresently personified. Hello, Fawn. Hello, Link. Hello, Julia. So welcome to Center of Light. Center of Light is your life. The infinite journey to absolutely nowhere. Think about that. It's not just a play on words. It is a play on words. Playing is fun. So have fun. Let it take you into the garden, into the playground of your soul. The center of light, you, at the core, the essence of who you are, the center of your being, the center of light. You are truly on an absolute infinite journey to nowhere. What that means is, now that you're here, you have to fully illuminate your consciousness, your being, yourself, by passion, sincerity, humility, and vulnerability. These are the 4 keys that tell the gatekeepers, please let me in. And he says, let me see your ID. Boss, let him in. Go ahead. Passion, sincerity, humility, and vulnerability. And if you know of any others, please share with me. But this is a very balanced piece of cake. It's got all the components. It's moist. It's delicious. It's creamy. Cream rises to the top. I could sit here and just go on and on. Going to be right back. Going to have a closing segment. Center of Light, Unconditional Love. Message from the divine about the coronavirus. He spoke a lot about this time is truly for developing. Stop thinking in that fashion, but also begin to use the mind instead of it using you. Begin to think. Use the engine versus the engine just making you the fuel and exhausting you and burning you out. Think. You're being forced to think, aren't you? Are you not? We all are. Patience. We've been taught patience. Our separation is purposeful. In fact, it's quite beautiful. It's probably more beautiful than our... In fact, it is. Our separation... Well, spiritualists will say, don't talk about separation, Keith. That's not good. Our separation right now, our forced separation, is more beautiful and spiritually nourishing than our said, so we thought unity was 1 month ago. Take that in. Our forced separation right now is more powerful and more teaching and more beautiful than we ever thought unity ever was. That's how delicious this time is we're living in. I've been saying this for 2 years, more so in 6 months. The night before 2020, I said, tomorrow your life is going to change. Point is, it doesn't make me right. It makes me being in touch with such divinity as I hope you all are aspiring to. What is such divinity? It's your own beautiful ideas that you have about yourself and the world around you. That's what God is. It can look like that. It can look like your child. It can look like a cheesecake. It can look like whatever form it takes, because the spirit is really not about the form anyway. The form is only the bridge. Homecoming, crossing the bridge to the soul, will be released July 31st, 2020. I'll see you shortly. One more song break. Let's see what we got. Everything is perfect. Nothing is wrong. Live your life from this premise. Things are troubling. There's a storm. Even though some people like the rain, many people, I love the rain. People love the rain. But even though they love the rain, they do bring an umbrella when they go from the house to the car. So in such a way, your umbrella that shelters you from the storm right now is just to play the game fairly. Wash your hands, use alcohol, be smart in your choices. Don't get out of conspiracy theory rabbit holes, which I love. Now is not that time. Perfect in every way. Lavender Soul. CC, here's another Lavender Soul song for you. See you shortly. Be right back. We'll close off. Maybe I'll go into vessel mode. We'll see what happens. You are loved beyond measure.
There's a world apart from a man in fear. There might be a better way to appear. There's a time to trust, and a time to love, and a time to know what you are. So let the love of God, it's always been that way. It's time to celebrate what you are, perfect in every way. So it's up to you, a choice to make. plan to make, to promise yourself you'll celebrate. There's a time to love, and a time to trust, and a time to know you are loved. Time to know you are loved. So let the love of God on you. It's always been that way. It's time to celebrate what you are. It's time to celebrate who you are. It's time to celebrate that you are.
Center of Light, welcome. Center of Light, love. Message from the divine. Yanava. It's backwards, so it's a little tough. Yanava. Heart. Ya. Na. Mind. Used responsibly. Va. The backbone. Yanava. The central message imparted to you, which should now be the common theme, not only for yourself as an ongoing experience and attention, but for all of you that begin to get together in this spinning effect, if you will, to have an effect on everything else, which you're doing quite nicely. You see people in Italy and other parts of the world expressing themselves on balconies, singing their hearts out to the world. Where in the fuck has this been all along? How did that strike you? Good. Now that your attention has been gotten, understand that you have not been forgotten. Yet again, Spirit steps to the fore and wants to share with you something quite delicious. Your theme now should be, are you here? Or are you there? And if you're not here, then you're not there yet. Are you here or are you there? And if you're not here, you are not there yet. There will be more work karmically coming down the pike for you. There is more work karmically coming down the pike regardless. But if you understand the simple idea, if you are not here, then you're there. And if you're not here, then you're not there yet. When you truly understand that very simple idea, you will avoid so much karmic headache for yourself by simply being present and no longer reacting, but taking action in the va. From the ya, and using your na so perfectly that you become a beautiful, human, spiritual machine. Now we're beginning to understand the work that is required of all of you. All of you. The all of the one you that you are in its beautiful mini snowflake fragment. There is no other teaching you need to know. There is no other teaching you need to know. There are many fragments of that truth. And there it is. If you're not here, then you're there. And if you're not here, you are not there yet. Which all brings us back to center of light, love. The message. The kingdom is here now. More so than it was 2,000 plus years ago in your biblical times. It's more here now. This is the moment. This is the time. What are you going to do with this time? As the incarnation of spirit by Swami Viswayogi had mentioned, patience. Grace is beginning to push, becoming so obvious that you cannot move away from it because you know it's the truth. But because of your cognitive dissonance, you may be aloof and want to run away because it bucks the current of your current doctrine. Boy, pride is an evil sin, is it not? It brings you into your own darkness because you're afraid to be exposed by what resounds to you as a truth. Another human folly that has caused such great human damage. But somehow you've managed to get to this point in time. But that's what we're trying to tell you. That is the conundrum. There is no more time. In fact, not only is there any more time in the form of sloughing off, you are now plunged into a space of no time. And everything you think, everything you feel, every person, every group, every media, every whatever political this, that, or the other that you follow will lunge you into greater degrees of non-existent time, which takes you into greater degrees of illusion. Because in the arrogance of thinking you are right and not using peace as your barometer will become your thermometer for the fever pitch that you will find yourself in. Hello, coronavirus. It has been written on your heart in the form of an ancient dialogue of papyrus to share with you, to glare with you as you all illuminate. As the vessel sits in this moment, as an example of just being, which opens up the gate of seeing, which is so freeing to him as to why he loves what he does. Do you love what you do? I do it sometimes. Not good enough. There is no more time. It's not good enough anymore. The level of work seems so heavy. You have missed the point. A long time ago, that boat has sailed for you. But there's a new one calling you, clarion, asking you to simply step aboard. And do you have your e-ticket? Is there a booth? Where do I get them from? There is no booth. Return to your youth, because it's the innocent within you that will bring you back to the garden, which is so wide open and asking you to simply step in. Dear Lord, you are love beyond measure. Wow.